Hey everyone, so I'm back on here again to actually discuss a very popular and trending topic, and this is the topic of why black men choose to date white women. And what I notice is I've seen a lot of videos trending with white women giving their perspective as to why they feel like black men date white women. Their perspectives are wholly bullshit, really. And I've often wondered where they're getting their facts from. And so then I thought to myself, well, let me do a little research, because I'm almost certain that no one's actually doing any research to back up their speculation, because we can all speculate and that's fine. You can have your opinions, but numbers and empirical data doesn't lie. So what I did is I decided to do some research, and the research was actually really interesting. So let's get into it. So for this last census, and we know the U.S. Census statistics, they're not gathered yearly. They're gathered every 4 years. So with this last one, the research actually showed that only about roughly about 10%, maybe a little bit over, of black men um, among these interracial relationships are actually dating non-black women. And this isn't saying specifically white women, this is saying non-black women. So the actual raw number was about 390,000. So of all the marriages during during the time that they collected that data, only 390,000 of them, of the black men, were married to non-white women. So of course white women are included in that group of non-white women, but this is actually other races of women too. So they're not even dating or marrying white women at a 10% rate. Of the other 4,072,000 black men that were married, they were all married to black women. So there goes your theory that black men have a preference for white women. They don't. They're not marrying you. So unless your goal in life is to remain a girlfriend forever, which most women with some self-dignity and some respect, they aspire to getting married. That's what they date for. They date so that they can get married. So if you want to stay a girlfriend forever, that may be fine. And I'm not going to bother to waste my time doing dating statistics, because I feel that this is irrelevant to anything. I couldn't care less who a black man decides to date, especially for the reasons that they list for dating them. And these aren't just black men listing these reasons. These are white women listing these reasons as to why black men prefer them. But we'll get into that later. So the bottom line of it is that I feel as though for any woman to feel like they have to get on a video and justify who they want to date by trying to tear down their counterparts, it's disgusting to me. If you're going to date someone and someone's going to date you, they should be dating you because they like you. They should be dating you for your personality, and they shouldn't be giving you any other reason. Most of these men and white women decide they want to provide the reasoning for why these men date them, and none of them have anything to do with their actual personality. It's solely superficial, and most of them are basing these reasons on your skin tone or lack thereof and what their skin tone represents to them. So for black men, many of them, the ones that are actually dating and exclusively want to date white women, which to me, anytime you're gonna, as a person, and this can be man or woman, anytime you exclusively will only date one race of people, and that race just so happens to be the one that for hundreds of years has been oppressing your people, that's a psychological disorder. And being that while I do have a degree in psychology, I don't have the degree that would allow me to diagnose anyone. So I'm not going to sit here and diagnose someone, but that is, to me, something psychologically wrong with you. But back to my point, none of these reasons have anything to do with their actual personality. The substantial reasons, like, you know, them being great conversationalists, them being extremely understanding, them feeling like they have their best friend, them having someone that they can connect with on a physical, spiritual, and emotional level. These reasons are wholly superficial. Like one girl in this video that's just going around, some white girl that looked like she was from the Boondocks, where no black people actually even exist. She gives these reasons as white women give head. As a woman, the fact that you would prefer a man to value you by your ability to suck his dick, that's a problem. If because he should probably be valuing you for other reasons. I don't know one person that is actually falling in love and marrying somebody based solely on how she sucks his dick. That's ridiculous. You can get that from Kathy up the street. So why do you need to marry it? And then we don't support our men. If we're not supporting our men, why are they marrying us and not you? Because again, we can all speculate, we can all say what we think we know, but the data actually doesn't lie. And if anyone wants to actually see this data, the link will be in the description box, so you can actually look at this article for yourself where I got this information from. But I think it's just disgusting. And if I were on that side, and let's just say a white man came and approached me, because I do get approached by a large number of white men, but that's not my preference. So, but if I was into white men and a white man approached me and said, hey, I want to date you because white women don't do A, B, C, D, and E. That's a problem for me, because you're basically telling me I'm your default option, that you're only wanting to be with me because what some other woman is not doing for you. You should want to be with me because you like me as a person. You shouldn't want to be with me because of what some other woman is not doing for you. So for the white women who think that they have one up on the black women, which the data actually shows that you don't, but for the ones that want to gas themselves up and make themselves feel better about themselves, you should keep in mind that this man is only with you because of something that he feels like he can't get from a black woman. So if he felt like he could get that from her, he would not be with you. And then the small population of the black men who are with you, if they're going to sit there and tell you that they hate their women, are you too stupid to realize that a black man can't possibly love himself and hate black women? Find me one black man whose existence on this earth cannot be traced back to a black woman. It's impossible. A part of a black man's identity is a black woman. That is where he came from. So the fact that you would actually claim that you love these men, but will sit here and disrespect his race of women and think that that's okay, and the fact that he's allowing you to do that, that's not okay. That's called a self-hating man who has to find acceptance and validation by being with a white woman. So to me, if those are his reasons for being with you, then you're only doing me a favor by taking him off the market. So now I don't have to worry about him coming to me thinking I'm going to date him, because you know what? You will date him. And then in terms of other reasons why they get with you, it kind of seems like the ones who do, they're looking for someone who has lax morals and no standards or expectations. In general, black women tend to hold black men to a higher standard than white women do. We all know this. These are mostly the reasons why they get with you, because let's see, we want them to have a job. We want them to contribute. We don't want you hanging out all hours of the night, coming in at 5 o'clock in the morning when clearly the only thing that's open is legs. We're actually going to question you. If you think you're coming back to my house at 5 in the morning, you must be crazy. It's not happening. You can go back to wherever you came from, and I'm going to tell you, you need to stay there, because that's ridiculous. So the fact that we have some common sense and we're actually able to think logically and think on our own, then that becomes a problem. So if that's the reason why you guys want to be with the white women, then go be with them. Do me a favor and take yourself off the market so I don't have to worry about you coming to me and approaching me. So for all of you who think that you're a prize to be won, you're actually really not. Despite the coonish, low self-esteem having black men that are dating you, the majority of them are not. So while you may be giving them head, that's fine, but they're still not marrying you. So that's the thing that you guys can take away. Don't try to sit here and make these videos comparing yourself to black women as if you're above us, because you're not. And then for the ones that want to go out and get surgery and as a means to compete with us while you're getting lip injections and ass injections, all so that you can fit the characteristics that are synonymous to a black woman, you should maybe think about that. You should think about that, because that's how a lot of white women are. They feel like they need to compete with the black woman to get a black man. They feel like they need to make videos talking about why that black man loves them over black women, when in all actuality they don't. Does the media perpetuate this? Of course. And I feel like they push this propaganda and try to send you messages of black men with white women and black women with white men, all as a means to divide the black community, get black women and black men to have a complete and utter disinterest in each other. Because you know what, at the end of the day, if black women and black men aren't procreating, there goes the entire black race. A white man cannot give a black woman a black child at the end of the day. So these are things that we need to think about. All these white chicks want to be up here on their high horse, perpetuating white supremacy, and you're not superior. You're just not. The statistics are showing that you're not. So the next time you decide to get on here and make a video, please fact check, because numbers don't lie. This isn't my personal opinion. And before I actually got on here to create this video, there was no way I was going to do that without doing some research. And I can tell that none of these black men that make these videos and put them all over YouTube and Facebook and Twitter, being social media whores, promoting their self-hate, you're not even doing any research. You're not fact checking. Where are you even getting this information from? So the information is out there. So educate yourself, do some research, and then make a video and support it with some empirical data. And if you comment on my video and you're disagreeing, you better come to me with some facts. Come with me with facts to dispute the empirical data that I'm providing, and the link in the bottom, and then I'll discuss it with you. If not, you're just wasting your time. I don't want to hear your opinion. I want to hear facts. And the facts show that the overwhelming majority of black men are marrying black women. So stop flattering yourself. Like, comment, and subscribe.